Good evening all. We're going to add some views onto a title block tonight or tomorrow morning for the tomorrow morning class. All right, so let's have a look at this. Basically, this in the selection tree in the project browser. Getting my Navis works and everything else mixed up here. We've got a sheet section, this one here. If I double click in here, nothing comes up. Normally there's one actually in here, but anyhow, there isn't one in this one. So we can just right click here and go to new sheet. That comes up. Oh, okay. Well, there's one that you can get and bring in here. As it works out, we probably won the A1. If I just blow this up a bit, we won the A1, I think. We're going to bring in, as it says here, select an A1 sheet by right-clicking over the sheet all label in the project browser. So anyway, this I'd say you get it up. And if you want another one there, just go to load and basically go down to the title blocks and you find a few more in here. So different sizes that are there already. And they can be customized to your own company logo and that. But we're just using the standard one for now because I expect most businesses will have their own already done when you get there. And this course does not cater into going into that level at this point. Alright, so as I said, right click and we're going to new sheet and we're going to select the A1 and go OK. So here it comes in and we're ready to roll basically. Next we've got to, before we drag our sheets into the our views into the sheet, we need to go in and do some tidying up, and that is to basically compress the annotation view or crop closer to the design as possible. All right, we'll have a look at that in a minute. So let's do that now. So we're going to do that for every view. All right. So and then we're going to tidy up some of the levels here as well. So let's do that. So basically, what we need to do is go up here and work out which are the views that we want to print, and then just act on those. By the way, recently I've been to the RTC, which is the Revit Technology Conference, and I have seen this around in some files that we have been using in the past as well. But what they do in general, and it's sort of becoming a bit of a trend in offices, is that they would write the name of the view that's printable in capital letters, so that when they're going through, because do create quite a few views in the project browser, which are sort of for working views only, just to draft things up. So they name the ones that are going to go on the sheet in capital letters, so that when they come to actually drag stuff on sheets, they know which ones they're the ones they need to actually use for printing. Anyway, that's what I've picked up from there. But so anyway, what we're going to do here is double click on here and fix this up. This is got to go. This is the footing. So if I go down here into my properties, is down here, we can turn on these crop things and the annotation one on. Alright, so now as you can see, if I drag this view onto the sheet, I'm going to get an area that's showing all this stuff on there. So we need to condense it a bit. So if I click on here, you can see there's another it's invisible before you click on it, or dashed outline. This is actually the annotation crop. So we've discussed those before. One's a model crop, the other one's the annotation crop. So bring that as close as possible without actually cutting your model off. And the same with annotations. If you go there, you lose your dimensions. So just come over a bit. All right. Okay, that's good. So as you can see, there's a huge area which you don't really need. Alright, so let me just do that and down and do that. Just zoom in a bit there. Alright, so that's one of them basically. I might pause the video and just do the rest and then come back to it and just show you how to put them in. Alright, so basically you do that for each view, and this one here is way up there. So there it is. Okay, so I'll just bring that one in for now and I'll come back and do the rest in a minute. Let's go to the sheet tool. Now we've got something here. There it is. Alright, so what we can do is double click on it. Now we can rename this to structural and all that as well, but for now let me just bring this thing here in there. Okay, so there it is basically. Okay, so the other thing you need to do after you've done that, see how it's coming up with this outline. You need to also go in, and that's explained in further step somewhere else. Step 5. Make sure you take the tick off the crop and the annotation. So basically, when you come back here, make sure that you come down here and take off the tick from here altogether. All right, but you can leave that one in there, the top one. All right, so let's go there. All right, so now we're not getting that outline around it. All right, so that's what that's done. And if you remember back to the architectural one, you can click on here and you should be able to move that up and around if you want like that. If you want to change this the line of the line there, the length of the line, I'm not sure that shows up in your shows up in the PDF. Sorry, in the XPS file that's in this on page 28. It shows that this label is that line is a bit smaller, so you can just apply that like that. What I did to that, I just clicked on that to be able to change this. But if you want to move this, you've got to click on actually that, and then you can move it. So we've been through that with the architecture. We're just reminding you there. All right, so that's in there, looking good. As you can see here, we'll come back a bit later and fix up this doubling up with these arrowheads or these sections as well. So we'll fix that up as well as we go along. But we'll just carry through methodically. All right. So what we'll do now, I would do those other ones as well, but I'll just do them during the break. I'll continue on with this for now and just fix this up. We'll assume that we've done the rest of the views and we cropped them. All right, let's go to, notice that the north-south roof section has some discrepancies, and basically what it is the level 1 should be at 2.7, but it's actually on about 4, I think. So we need to fix that up for a start. So let's go to the north-south. Basically that's, it doesn't matter, north-south roof. Doesn't matter where you do this, the level will change automatically for all of them. Okay, it's only 3,000. So click on here, we'll make it 2.7. There it is. It doesn't really do much in this instance. It didn't bring anything down because nothing was really attached to that level. But what it does now, it makes this unreadable. This one was always unreadable, so we need to sort that out. Okay, so the next step will be, in addition to that, we will need to turn off the levels from the Revit link, because basically we want to keep that one that's called level 2 visible, but we want to turn off the other ones that came with the architectural drawing off. To do that, there's a bit of a procedure, unfortunately. That's outlined on step 4. All right, so all we need to do is go to the VG or VV command and bring this up. We're going to go down to the Revit Links tab and basically follow these steps to do that. I'll show you. So if we go to, all right, so that's page, what page is that on? Let's have a look. That's on page, oops. Oh, where is it? It's not working out for me. Page 26 is where that is. All right. It's the next page. All right. I'll just have it here so we can make sure we get it right. Okay, so let's go to Revit and go VV or VG. Now, if we go to the Revit Links, all right, we can see, well, there's not much to see here really, because we can't actually get to what we want to get to unless we do some like we can't get to the, let's just say the inverted commas, the layering of the link to turn it off. It's we can't get to the categories like this one's here. So we need to actually activate something else to be able to get to those. All right. So basically, what we need to do is click on this one here and go to Custom. All right. And then after that, we just go to. Hang on. We're going after that. So we've got the custom on, and then we've got to go to the annotation categories. All right. So here. Well, yeah, that's an annotation thing we're trying to turn off. That's right. There's the model categories as well. So if you wanted to go to the model categories and just turn something off in there, you can go custom and then they become alive basically. But what we're going to do is go to the annotation categories and change them so that they are custom. So basically we're now able to modify the linked layers or categories. All right. What we're going to do here is turn off the levels basically. Don't think there's anything else you want to turn off in this one. So let's type in L, levels, turn them off, and go OK. And go OK. Alright, so those levels, there's only one lot of levels, and that's the ones that are in this drawing, the host drawing. The result should look like that, which it does on page 26. Alright, so that's that. Be sure to remove the tick. We've done that for other views. Okay, so we're going to do that eventually. So we've done that already. What else? Now, we're going to rename the call out of north-south to be a footing detail. Alright, so we're just going to call it a footing detail. So let's go to north-south, call out, and just rename that to footing detail. Alright, so when we drag it onto the sheet, it'll automatically be called that. If you've done that, if you've gone and put it in beforehand, which actually if you follow this religiously, I think you might. No. So if you follow the instructions, you've already put it on, but you haven't at this stage. So let's go to down to here, and we will drag that footing detail and put it somewhere. Where is it going to go? Well, according to our XPS, so we can put it in the right spot. Okay, somewhere up here. So just drag it up there. Footing detail. Again, I haven't actually fixed it up properly, so I'll see what I get. I should have gone and made it a bit tighter. That crop view. It can be done now. You can go in there and do it. Although this one is pretty good, it's only just picking up that's the issue, I think, there, so that's pretty good. Let's go back again and have a look. Yeah, no, that looks okay. You just have to make sure that crop view thing is not visible, so we can't see that outline, and just muck around with this a bit and tidy it up so that we end up with something like this. Alright, so that's basically that. Let's see how much time we got on this. Alright, we'll just stop the recording here. I'll go and tidy up those views, and then we're going to come along and put them in here and continue on and do a couple other things with it. Okay, so let's do that.